Yeah, I would have to go with Usman right now. We we don't know what mental stuff is going on in between those years, heading into that fight. You know.
Yeah, another difficult one. Like, I feel like that's a funny one because any one of your training partners, like, you're gonna know how that fight's happened in the gym probably 1,000 times. So both of those two kind of will know how that fight plays out. Because I'm going with Gilbert Burns, and now I feel like he's looking like a completely different animal at welterweight. He's looking good. He's looking strong. Yeah, I'm going Gilbert Burns.
It's so interesting because they're like teammates that train together. I'm gonna have to lean towards Burns. I guess I'm gonna lean towards Burns. It should be an interesting fight. That's a tough one.
I think Gilbert Burns has a very high ability to win this fight because he can wrestle a little bit, he can jiu-jitsu a little bit, and he's got power. So if he's able to attack on multiple levels, I think he beats Usman. But if he just stands in front of Usman and trades punches, I don't know.
That's my card right there. That one is tough. You know, both guys have been training with each other. They're friends or whatever they want to say on Instagram. If they are, they aren't. I have to stick with Kamaru Usman. I like Gilbert Burns, but you know, he's under the same style, the same exact, training regiment, the same people, where Kamaru got up, went somewhere different. Again, he's under Trevor Whitman, who's an MMA genius as well. Him and James Krause have some of the best minds in the game. And I just see him breaking down Gilbert Burns very strategically and approaching it very well. I don't see Gilbert finishing Kamaru on the ground. I think it's very tough to have jiu-jitsu finishes in MMA against high-level grapplers like both of those guys. But we're talking about the greatest MMA grappler of all time in Gilbert Burns. So I see this fight standing up. I see there's going to be a decision, maybe a controversial decision, but I can see a decision happening.
Man, I've trained with Gilbert Burns for years and years. When Vitor used to be at the gym, we're talking about arguably one of the greatest grapplers to be in the UFC. You know, I put him up there with Damian Maia from a grappling standpoint. You know, Usman, oh man, it's because he has such a great wrestling base. This is a toss-up. You know, Usman's the man, and if Gilbert wants to be the man, he has to beat the man, but I have Usman winning this.
I'm going to give it to Usman. That's my boy. Usman, definitely Usman.
Usman all day. I think Usman's the man, and until I see something different, I think he's going to be the champ for a long time.
I'm going to go with Usman. I think Usman, the wrestling alone can change the whole tide of a fight. We've seen it time and time again. So I'm going to go with him. I think he's going to put the pieces together and get the win.
That's a good fight. I think Usman wins a decision in that one too. I don't think there's a finish there.
Oh, fucking fire. That's a phenomenal fight. I love that matchup. Oh, man. That's a tough fight to pick. That's like a 50-50 fight. If Kamaru can neutralize him and nullify his jiu-jitsu, because I do think he'll take him down, because I think Gilbert's so explosive on the feet, and he'll just get reckless and start throwing crazy stuff, and that could be overwhelming for Kamaru. I like Gilbert. I like Kamaru. I'm going to go with Gilbert by decision.
That one, I can't pick that one. You know what I mean? It's actually a pretty intriguing matchup for me to look at. I mean, I'll never give away what I see a guy doing in the gym, whether it's a teammate or not, type thing. But it's just based on what they've done in the past, where Kamaru's been able to dominate his fights is in the wrestling department, that kind of thing. But with a guy like Gilbert Burns, who doesn't care about being on the ground or being in grappling exchanges, it might work in his favor. So in that fight, I'm kind of looking back, taking notes on both guys to see how it plays out. There's kind of seeing how Kamaru can negate the grappling and how Gilbert can use the wrestling to his advantage in grappling. So I'm more going to be looking at that fight as a fan and just kind of taking notes from my own personal collection there.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks up the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.